Hello there, welcome back to my channel. This is Louise from Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. Today we'll be looking at some seed mail I've just received. I was in the middle of doing a cooking video before I was going to do this. I thought I'll do a cooking video today because it was a bit quiet and I was in the middle of making these little pasties or patties, and I was halfway through filming and saw the post come, rushed over and I thought, yay, it's finally got here. This is my long awaited seed mail from Nikki's nursery. I ordered these on the 13th of January. So what are we today? Is it the 9th of Feb? 27 days it's taken. So I've got the seeds here and I'll show you what I've got. Just excuse me, I think one's dropped on the floor over there. Right, so we'll start off with this one. This is Papava Hungarian Blue, which is a blue poppy. It's unusual, not grown this variety before. Hopefully they germinate and I get some lovely poppies to go with it. I have bought some other poppy seeds, not from Nikki's. I went to my local garden centre and I was getting compost and I bought these from there. As you can see, they're only 99p and they're a mixture called Double Angel's Choir. I think double meaning that they've got 2 layers of petals as opposed to single layers, which is what poppies normally have, just a single layer. So hopefully I can combine the two and have a nice sort of like poppy pot. You know, I've been putting these in a pot, not in the ground, because I do have a lot of slugs and I think they'll just eat these straight off. So Papava Hungarian Blue. I will put a picture up of what they look like. The next one, I'll do the herbs last, so I'll put them to one side. Now these are called Godetia, and the first flowers I ever grew in my first house, me and my husband's first house we bought in 1984, not this one. And there was no garden and we literally from scratch had to make a garden, plant the grass seed, etc. So this were the very first flowers that I grew there. And this variety is called Grace Mixed. See if I can put a picture up of what these look like and maybe a picture of the actual Godetia that I grew in my old house. So yeah, favourite of mine. The next one is Nicotiana, which might sound like nicotine, tobacco. They are a member of the tobacco family. These are ornamental, so the leaves of this plant are not edible. You can't make them into Cuban cigars or anything like that. So yeah, so although they do have large leaves, the tall varieties, I think this is the tall variety that I've got here. It's called Only the Lonely. Try and put a picture up and see what they look like. Yeah, so these are the first flowers that I grew in this house back in 1989. So going down memory lane here with the Godetias and with the Nicotiana. I've grown them since then, but I tend to find when you're going in the garden centre that they only do the dwarf varieties, which is fine, you know, they look nice in tubs and pots, etc. But I wanted the tall ones for my rear garden so that they go along the fence. Nicotiana there. Next one is Cosmos, and this variety is Brightness Mixed. Lots of different types of Cosmos around. You get these fluted varieties, different colours. Some of it just got a single colour like pale white with a little bit of pink in them. These I think are a mixture of colours. I do like Cosmos and very easy to grow. I usually have more than enough that I can plant in both the flower beds and in the pots, and then I have some spare to give away. So cosmos, these are annuals, don't come back every year, same as the Nicotiana. They're annuals, they won't come back every year. You just have to harvest a seed and store it and then sow them again the following year. So that's those. And then we've got, so those are the flower seeds that I'll be doing, and go on to the aubergine. So this is aubergine Giotti, and I've grown lots of aubergines over the years. From Nikki's I've grown green aubergines. I think I got those back in 2012. See if I can put a picture up of those aubergines, and they were very prolific. And I've grown Rosa Bianca, Farmer's Long, all different types, not necessarily from Nikki's nursery, from different places. I have got a cheaper variety of aubergine seed which I found did not germinate well, so that was a Black Beauty, and it was from the range, which I have actually ordered some seeds from the range. Somebody that I subscribe to, a West London gardener, if you haven't seen her channel, check it out. She did a video recently on some seeds that were going for 49p, so I thought, I'll get some from there. So there are a couple of branches of the range shop, about three miles from where I live. There's two different separate shops that I could go and buy them, but you know, I can't really justify the journey just for 49p seeds, so I've ordered them online. But back to these, so these are aubergine Giotti. I'll be having a go. Hopefully these will be a prolific variety and that they will germinate well. So I've got 2 packets of those because there are only 10 seeds in the packet, and I'll sow about 15 of them because you tend to get a lot of seedlings popping up, but then they'll die off, which is common. You know, it happens. It's usually damping off disease that causes it, and so I always plant a few and then dig out the ones that are looking weak and keep the healthy ones. Finally, I've got some herbs rocket, which is called Pegasus, salad Pegasus. So I like rocket. Rocket's quite expensive to buy in the supermarket. I thought I'll have a go at growing my own. I've got some little gem and perpetual spinach already growing in my plastic greenhouse. I planted a few months ago and left them outside, well, not outside, but in the plastic greenhouse, which isn't heated. I just put some plastic bubble wrap over it, so they're there, you know, they're still alive. The only things that didn't come up, I think, were the loose leaf lettuce. They didn't germinate, and the beetroot hadn't germinated, unfortunately, so I might have to re-sow them. I've sown some kale, and I think that's come up. Yeah, I think the kale's come up as well. So yeah, let's get some of this sown, so I'll have a nice range of leaves, you know, salad leaves to eat in the summer. So those are the seeds I have been waiting for since January the 13th. So it's like 27 days I've been waiting. I have ordered some more seeds from another place, from the range, and those 49p seeds hopefully will be coming in a couple of days, fingers crossed. But I thought whilst we're on, I'll show you some of the seeds that I planted. Oh gosh, I think it was about 10 days ago. I've got these tomato seeds. So I've got my tomato moneymaker and tomato Roma. And they've come up really well. So 2 days, they took 2 days to come up. This tray, or this section here, hasn't germinated. They're not tomatoes, they're peppers. So I'm going to dig those out, or in fact I might just sprinkle some other seeds, lettuce seeds maybe in there, see if they come up. These don't need to go back in the propagator. Once they've germinated, you need to take them out of the propagator, because they'll just grow very thin and leggy and they won't be healthy at all. So I've just taken them out and I'll just be leaving them on the windowsill, and I will prick these out and make individual, you know, into little individual pots. I'll pick out the healthiest ones. I won't use all of these. So tomato seeds up, and here we've got the musk melon. So if you remember, I sowed some seeds. I did a fruit carving and I used this orange melon, sort of an orangey flesh, and it's got like a grey outer skin. So I saved the seeds, and up these popped, and these two popped up as well. So they were in there, but they were too tall. Basically they popped up about 3 days of being in the propagator, and they were stretching for the light. That's why those are very leggy. So I took those out and got them in this pot. And then these others are also getting a bit lanky as well, so I'll need to repot them. And at the back here, these short ones, these two are in fact kumra, which is a type of pumpkin. So they've popped up now. So these three here are in fact pumpkin seeds. A type of pumpkin called kumra. See if I can get a picture up to show you what kumra looks like. Sort of like the gourd, curcubit family. Very similar. I'm not doing bottle gourd this year. Decided last year I grew it, and although I grew it late, you need lots of space to grow bottle gourd. And so this year I'm going to be sticking to smaller things that are manageable in my garden. I don't have big trellises for bottle gourds to climb over. Much as I like the look of them, I don't eat them. I mean, yeah, I'll have one, but it's not my favourite vegetable. So I'm going to stick to what I like to grow, and I do like aubergines, and they are manageable size. I have planted some hyacinth beans, and they are germinating. They've not popped up yet. They've got the little roots just starting to appear. So I've got the hyacinth beans, and I can manage to sort of trail those up because they don't require heavy trellising, which the bottle gourd does. You know, I have grown bottle gourd up the side of my house before now, but it's such a job trying to, you know, when the winter comes and it's all dried up, you've got to pull it down, and it's just too much of a hassle. So I don't have the space. I don't have a big enough garden to grow bottle gourd. So I'm just going to stick to things that I like to eat, things that my family like to eat, and grow those. Oh, another thing that's popped up, the sorghum. So if you watch the video where I showed what the variety was, this is a black sorghum, very shiny black seeds, and hints of sort of red at the base there. So they've just started to pop up now. Hopefully this whole tray will be full of these. That's the sorghum. And oh yes, I've got these. These are the hollyhocks. So my friend Shawana, if you look at the last video that I did, the seed sowing video, I showed a picture of the hollyhock that she was growing in her garden. Beautiful, sort of a deep reddy pink, and the centre was sort of like a creamy yellow. So 3 of them have popped up. I might get a few more. I did plant quite a few in there, but those 3 have popped up. They came up within about 4 days of me planting them. And what else has germinated? Now, you might have to look very, very close for this, but they are the anthuriums, the ones that I got from Kew Gardens, Sarah Raven, sort of a deep, sort of maroony, I think it was saying almost black, but the picture shows them like a deep maroon red antirrhinum. So they're a little bit leggy. They could do with being a little bit sort of nearer the light. I might actually put them in the grow room where they'll get a bit more, my grow tent I should say, maybe get a bit more light on them. So I think that's it really. So I've not got anything else to show you. I will be planting up those seeds, and hopefully my next video I'll be able to show you what's germinated, and then hopefully through spring and summer I'll keep updating you on the progress of these seeds, flowers and veg. So thank you for watching. Take care everyone. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.